Hari Bol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadanti Supadantikam Mandeham Shri Gurum Shri Udapatakamelam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvedam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lilita Shri Vishakham Vidam
Hare Krishna Sarana Chindram Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopeche Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta
Kanjana
Gopika Srimanam Bhavanam Devi Pranamami Hari
Vancha Kalpadaru
Kalpataravashya Kripa Sindhu Bhaviyavasha Padmanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Krishna Pudale
Bhaktivedanta Swami Namani
Deve Gauravani Prajarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Sakshat
Jaya Shri Krishna
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavad Gita class. Last week we had given one sloka for learning. I hope all of you have learned it.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I have learned it, Prabhuji.
Yes, please recite that, Kuvira.
Neha Vikrama Nashoshti Pratyavayo na vidyate Svalpam apyasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat.
Hari Bol. Anyone else?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Who is that, Piyush?
No, Anvita.
Okay.
Neha Vikramanaşosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpam apyasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat.
Hari Bol, Anvita. Who else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I recite?
Yeah, please.
Neha Bhikramanashosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Svalpam abhyasa dharmasya Trayade mahado bhayat.
Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I sing?
Yes, Piyush.
Neha Vikramanastrostri Pratyavago na vidyate Svalpam apyasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhaya.
Hari Bol. Who else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I recite?
Hare Krishna, please.
Neha Vikramanasosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpam apyasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat.
Hari Bol. And
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, yes.
Neha Bhikramanasrasti Pratyavato Nibadhyate Swarpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat.
Hari Bol. And who else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Neha Vikramanosti Pratyavayo na vidyate Swalpam apyasya dharmasya Trayate mahato bhayat.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Yes. Anyone else? No one? Okay. So for next week, I will give another sloka. From Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 41. Okay. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahushaka hi anandasya buddhayo avyavasayinam. Okay, 2.41. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahushaka hi anandasya buddhayo avyavasayinam. The translation goes like this: those who are on the path Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Gurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. Okay, so for the next week, please learn this sloka and come. Okay, 2.41. So Hare Krishna. So last week we have completed module 5. Today we will take module 6. Okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, so we are reading from modules week 6, the nectar of the holy name. Chanting of the holy name yields all results of austerity. By chanting Hare Krishna, one attains the highest perfection stage, formerly attained only by great austerities. If one wants to perform austerities and penances in order to attain the supreme goal, one must attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If one achieves the favor of the Supreme Lord, it is to be understood that he has finished all kinds of austerities and penances and has attained efficiency in their execution. On the other hand, if one does not attain the perfect stage of devotional service, all austerities and penances actually have no meaning. For without the Supreme Lord, no one can attain highest results derived from performing them. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 5.29, Lord Sri Krishna is the master of all penances and sacrifices. Bhoktaram yatnya tapasam sarvaloka mahesharam. Thus, the desired result of performing austerities may be derived from Lord Krishna. So here, it is said that if we want to perform the austerities and penance, in order to attain the supreme goal, one must attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So unless until we have the mercy of the Supreme Lord, we won't be able to perform the austerities and penances as given in the scriptures. Okay. So if you really want to attain that favor, we should have that intense desire. Just for the sake of doing that is of no use. Yes, of course, stepping stone, but then we should be really sincerely doing that activity, with the intention that we should finish our the life of this material world and go back home, back to God. Okay. So as we have understood from our previous modules, that each yuga has a particular type or particular method of austerities and penances for self-realization. Can anyone say what was the required process for attaining perfection in the age of Satya?
The Prabhuji meditation.
It's a revolt meditation. And in the age of Treta?
It is a yajna.
And in the age of Dwapara?
Deity
We need
worship.
to do temple worship. Yeah, for deity worship.
And in the age of Kali?
Chanting.
Chanting Prabhu.
Holy name of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So very good. You all remember that. So now in this particular age, all other processes are not relevant. That it is not valid. It is not relevant for these present circumstances. So the same result by doing the by doing the meditation and deity worship, we get the same result by simply the Hare Krishna mantra. Okay. So specifically the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because this is the recommended mantra in the age of Kali. There are so many mantras. Okay. So when we say that chanting is a process, we have to specify that. Okay. Even Srimad Bhagavatam, the last verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam says, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukha Shamanas Tam Namami Harim Param. That is also saying the same thing. Nama Sankirtanam. Okay, that is Harinama Sankirtanam. Specifically, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, 5th chapter, 29th verse, Bhoktaram Yetnitabasam Sarva Loka Mahesharam Suhurdam Sarva Bhutanam Jnatva Mam Shantirichadi. So those who want to get peace, the best method is following this book to understand that Bhoktaram Yetnitabasam. Who is the Yetnya Purusha, who is the enjoyer of the Yetnyas? Lord Sri Krishna. Sarva Loka Mahesharam. He is the master of all the planets. Suhurdam Sarva Bhutanam. He is the well-wishing friend of all the living entities, not just human beings, but all other living beings like aquatics, trees and plants, birds, reptiles, and human beings, everybody. So he is the proprietor of all the lokas. He is the enjoyer of all the penances and sacrifices, and he is the well-wisher of all the living entities. One who knows this in Tattva, he will get peace of mind. So this is what Lord Krishna says. So even if a person is born in a family of Chandalas, the lowest birth one can get in human life, human society, he is glorious if he chants the holy names of the Lord. For it is to be understood that by such chanting, a devotee definitely proves that he underwent all kinds of austerities in his previous life. So it's very nice, Those who have taken up the process of chanting in this age of Kali, we have to understand that they have finished all other processes in our earlier lives. So even if a person is born in the lowest family, that is Chandala. Chandala means dog eaters. Specifically, they are eating dog meat. So that's the lowest in the human society. So if he is in a position to chant the holy name of the Lord, we have to understand that he has finished all other processes of meditation, yajna, temple worship very nicely in his previous lives. So by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, one who chants the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, attains the highest perfectional stage, which had previously been attained by people who entered the ocean and executed austerities for 10,000 years. So what perfection we are attaining simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mantra, the same perfection in the previous ages they could attain by entering to the sea and doing tapasya for thousands and thousands of years in water. In this age of Kali, if a person does not take advantage of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, which is offered as a great concession to the fallen human beings of this age, it is to be understood that he is very much bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord. So those who have not taken up this process, we have to understand that they are attacked by Maya, or the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord, that is the external energy of Supreme Lord, who maintain us in this material world, who keeps us in this material world, just like we are confined to a cell or we are confined to a fort or Durga. So this is called Durgalayam, okay, jail, a cell where we are confined because we have no independence. Similarly, we are confined to this material world again and again if we are not taking up the required process of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, which is the apt method or process in the age of Kali for self-realization. So this is what the nectar of holy name states. So any comments or questions from this?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. So we'll go to the passage for discussion today. Purification of consciousness is the purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement. Presently, we are preparing this divine consciousness, for our consciousness goes with us at the time of death. Consciousness is carried from the body just as the aroma of flower is carried by the air. So what is the purpose of Krishna consciousness? What is the purpose of Krishna? Why do we practice Krishna consciousness? What is the purpose?
To get liberation.
Yes, purification. Okay, if you want to get liberated, we have to purify our consciousness. Okay, so we have to purify our consciousness. Only then we get liberation from this material. Now, what is wrong with our consciousness now? What is wrong? Why we have to purify it?
It's contaminated with the material desires.
Yes, it is contaminated with material desire. Just like when we have dirty clothes. What do we do that? To clean? We wash it, right? We have,
Yes, Prabhuji.
used utensils. Okay, we wash them. Similarly, now presently our consciousness are contaminated with material desires, material hankerings, material wants. So now we have to purify that consciousness and make it divine consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Okay, so whatever consciousness we are having at the time of leaving this body, that consciousness will be taken to the next body. I have a corrupted consciousness, for example. At the time of leaving the body, this consciousness, that corrupted consciousness, goes along with the soul, the subtle body and the soul. And next body I will get, and I will start the same corrupted consciousness in the next body also. Because the consciousness is taken along at the time of death. How is it taken? It is carried from the body, just as the aroma of a flower is carried by the air. Okay, so if there is a flower garden little far away, we get a good smell from that. How that smell comes here? The air carries that aroma. Similarly, the consciousness is also carried from one body to another. We cannot see it, it's very subtle. Just like the fragrance is carried by aroma, the consciousness also taken along with the soul to the next body. So when we die, this material body composed of 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and ether. So we all know that our body, the sthula sharira or the gross body, is made up of 5 gross elements. This is called earth, water, air, fire, and ether. What happens to those? Once the soul leaves the body, what happens? Decomposes, and the gross material return to the elements. So the air goes and merges with the air, fire goes and merges with the fire, water goes and merges with the water, earth goes and merges with the earth. So to the respective elements, it merges. After the soul leaves the body, it's slowly and gradually. So the processes are different. How? Because as this says, or as the Christian Bible says, dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return. From dust we have come, and to the dust we are going. Okay, so in some religion, the dead body is thrown to animals. Okay, so the Parsis, Zoroastrians, after the soul leaves, soul leaves the body is thrown to the animals, vultures. Okay, vulture eats that and it becomes stool. Again, it merges into the earth. So in India, the Hindus burn the body, and thus the body is transformed into ashes. So most of us are cremating, okay, burning the body, and it transforms into ashes. Ash is simply another form of earth. So it merges into the earth. Christians bury the body, and after some time in the grave, the body eventually turns to dust. So even if you bury, after some time it decomposes and turns to dust, which again, like ash, is another form of earth. There are other societies like the Parsi community in India that neither burn nor bury the body, but throw it to the vultures. And the vultures immediately come to eat the body, but throw it to the vultures, and the vultures immediately come to eat the body, and then the body is eventually transformed into stool. So in any case, this beautiful body, which we are soaping and caring for so nicely, will eventually turn into stool, ashes, or dust. So whatever methods you may use for discarding this beautiful body, which we have been maintaining for the whole life by spending millions of rupees and dollars, the moment the soul leaves the body, it becomes useless. Nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to sit near or next to the dead body. Although he may be very close to us, wife or husband or father or mother, anybody, we don't want to stay next to the dead body even for a moment. The person whom we love the most the whole life, whom we have appreciated and adored the most, and the soul of that body leaves and he or she becomes, we don't want that. So that is what, so when the soul is there, it has a lot of value, but the moment the soul leaves, it has no value. Nobody wants that. So immediately we want to discard, dispose. So in any case, this beautiful body, which we are soaping and carrying, for so nicely will eventually turn into stool, ashes or dust. At death, the finer elements, mind, intelligence and ego, which combined are called consciousness, carry the small particle of spirit soul into another body to suffer or enjoy according to one's work. So as we all know, the moment the soul leaves the body, body is non-functional. So the soul, along with the subtle body, the mind, intelligence and false ego, gets another gross body. So according to the desire and the karma of that particular soul, whether if to enjoy or to suffer. Once our consciousness is molded by our work, if we associate with stool, our consciousness, which is like the air, will carry the aroma of stool, and thus at the time of death will transport us to an undesirable body. So it is compared, our consciousness is compared like, here it is, if we associate with stool, our consciousness, which is like the air, will carry the aroma of stool, because it will carry a very, very bad odor. That bad odor means we will be taking a birth which is not conducive. It's not a good birth, because our consciousness is contaminated, and we will be doing our activities accordingly, and we will have to suffer in that life. So if our consciousness is pure, even though we may get a human body in next life, we will get a conducive atmosphere where we can enjoy more, and where we have good association, and where we can further advance spiritually. So if our consciousness is good, we will get a very nice body. If our consciousness is not good, we will get an undesirable body. Or if the consciousness passes over roses, which releases very fragrant smell, it carries the aroma of roses, and thus we are transported to a body wherein we can enjoy the results of our previous work. If we train ourselves to work in Krishna consciousness, consciousness will carry us to Krishna. So if you are practicing Krishna consciousness, what will happen? Our consciousness will carry us to Krishna. So we'll go to Krishna. Otherwise, we'll go to the material world again for suffering. Different types of body are developed according to consciousness. Therefore, if we train ourselves to work in Krishna consciousness, our consciousness will carry us to Krishna. Different types of body are developed according to consciousness. Therefore, if we train our consciousness according to the yogic principles, we will attain a body wherein we can practice yoga. So what we are doing, what activities we are doing in this present life, that will be carry forwarded, and that will be our, from there the next life starts. So we have to maximum try to do Krishna consciousness activities. Even if we have not completed Krishna conscious activities in this life, we'll get a very good birth from where we can continue our Krishna conscious life in the next life. So we should be doing only Krishna conscious activities. We will get good parents and a chance to practice the yoga system. So whatever unfulfilled Krishna conscious activities are there in this life, that can be continued from in the next life from where we have stopped. So we'll get a good parents and a conducive atmosphere also to practice further. And automatically we'll be able to revive the Krishna consciousness practice in our previous body. Therefore, it is stated in the last verse, by virtue of the divine consciousness of his previous life, he automatically becomes attracted to the yogic principles. So suppose a person has some particular interest, a person has some musical interest, okay, some, what you call dance, music, or any art form, or very knowledgeable in scriptures, or very talented. So these are all, coming from our previous lives. It's a carry forwarded, ability or talent. So that we have to understand that this is a divine arrangement that brings from the previous life. So he automatically becomes attracted to the yogic principles even without seeking them. Therefore, our present duty is to cultivate divine consciousness. If you want divine life, spiritual elevation, and eternal blissful life, full of knowledge, in other words, if you want to go back home, back to Godhead, we have to train ourselves in divine in divine consciousness or Krishna consciousness. So, any points or comments from this para?
Prabhuji?
Yes.
Why mind, intelligence and ego is also carried when the person is expired, like soul is moved from one body to other?
Because that is also material. Because all our impressions and desires, anchorings, lamentation, everything is stored in the mind. So this is the three elements is called subtle body. As I think I have explained in the earlier classes, we have two bodies. One is the gross body, the other one is the subtle body. Okay, Sthula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira. So Sukshma Sharira is mind, intelligence, and false ego.
Okay. Prabhu.
So
Thank you.
soul always takes this Sukshma Sharira, subtle body, to the other gross body when he or she gets a gross body. So any other comments? Or any questions? So what is consciousness? So can somebody says what is consciousness? Consciousness is made up of?
Mind, intelligence, and false ego.
Yes, very good. So consciousness is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. And what is our gross body made up of?
Prabhuji, it's made out of. Okay, Kamya, you go. It's fine.
It's okay, Kuira.
What is that?
Air, water, fire, earth, and ether. Panchabhuta.
Okay, Panchabhuta. Okay. So at the time of leaving the body, if our consciousness is good, okay, we have Krishna consciousness. What will happen? What will be the result? We are totally done. We are completely purified. And we are on the platform of pure Krishna consciousness. Where will be our destination?
We will go to Goloka.
Very good, very good. And we are practicing devotees, Krishna conscious devotees. What will happen to us? We have not completed our business here in this material world, but we have been practicing. So what will be the result? After leaving,
Prabhuji, we
yes.
will get a purification through Krishna consciousness.
Suppose we have been practicing Krishna conscious activities throughout our life, but we have not completed our Krishna. We have not come to the stage of pure goodness. But still we have material hankerings and desires and other things. So where will we go then?
We will be born in good family with Krishna consciousness. Practice will be going on.
Very good. So we will get a conducive parentage where we can further advance in Krishna consciousness. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other points? So what is the value of body without a soul?
No value, Prabhuji.
No value. Yes.
Without soul.
Yeah. And what is the value of soul?
Oh, all things.
Right?
What is the value of soul? Can anyone say?
Eternal energy, Prabhuji.
All things, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you cannot say. It depends from person to person. Some people may spend billions and billions of dollars for that one particular, to keep that soul in that body. Okay, the kings and the big, we know, there are artists, for example, Michael Jackson. He had kept 12 doctors with him. Okay, so many dietitian, so many people just to take care of him in all aspects, so that he will not become old, he will not become diseased, and he will not even become, or he will not even die. But what happened to him? Spent billions and billions of dollars just to keep him alive, keep him intact. Did he not leave his body? He had to leave the body. So some people think that if I have a lot of money, I have the power, I can be always live in this body. No, it is not possible. So as the Christian says that it has come from dust and it will go to the dust. Which one? The elements, the 5 elements. But the soul is divine. The soul is spiritual. It will not go to the Panchabhuta. It will take another body as long as we are materially inclined. Once we are totally pure, then we'll go back home, back to Godhead. Okay. So shall we move further? This can be easily done through association. Sangat sanjayade kama. Okay. Through divine association, our consciousness is made divine. And through demonic association, consciousness is made demonic. We all know that when we keep a good company, okay, our habits, our character, everything will become good. And when we keep bad company, we'll also imbibe those qualities, those bad qualities. So always ensure that we all associate with good people, saintly personalities, so that we can imbibe their quality. Just like when we put an iron rod in the fire, the iron rod gets the quality of the fire, right? Similarly, when we associate with saintly personalities, and when we read scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and other Vedic literatures, when we hear from such saintly persons, we can get their qualities. Okay, so this is what the scripture says. So therefore, our consciousness must be trained to be divine through the proper association of those in Krishna consciousness. That is the duty of one in the human form, a form that gives us a chance to make our next life completely divine. To attain this end, we should try to contact those who are developing divine consciousness. So when we associate with good people and good literatures, and our environment, the atmosphere is very good, then we will imbibe all goodness. Okay, the place where we stay, the people with whom we make company with, and the people from whom we listen, everything matters. So we have to be very careful while choosing our company, our associates, the books that we read, the people from whom we listen. All these things we have to be very careful in selecting. This really directly impacts in our consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is a method for connecting directly with the Supreme. This is the special gift of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not only is this method direct and immediate, but it is also practical. Although many people entering the society have no qualifications, they have become highly advanced in Krishna consciousness simply by coming to contact with the society. So this is taken from a book called Path of Perfection. Okay, so this society, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, okay, is a very good place from where we can cultivate good qualities, and we can go back home, back to Godhead in this very life itself. Okay. So in this society, we are being trained to follow for regulatory principles and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and associate with saintly personalities, eat only prasadam, okay, avoid all unnecessary material activities, maximum possible do spiritual activities only. So in this way, we can purify our consciousness and we will be eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. So any other points or comments from this para?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, so let us move ahead. Discovery. What is the purpose of Krishna conscious movement?
To attain purification.
What is that?
To attain purification.
Yes, revolt. To purify, for purification of our senses and all other activities. So purpose of Krishna conscious movement is to purify our consciousness. Now it is contaminated. Now we have to purify that. So that's the purpose. What happens to our bodies at death?
Prabhuji, can I
Yes.
answer?
Yeah.
At the time of death, our bodies will our body it will separate into like if the air inside, it will go to air, the parts of earth, it will go merge into earth, water into water, and it will become separated like that, decomposed.
Okay. So it decomposes and merges into the respective elements. Okay. What happens to our souls at death? Anyone else?
No, soul is as it is to convert in other bodies.
Yes. Soul will be
Hare
carried.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
With the mind, intelligence, and ego, the soul will go from one body to the other body.
Yes. Yes, Mother, you're right. Advaita Prabhu, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Same thing, Prabhuji. And it carries the mind intelligent, and last time what we think that will be goes to with the other body.
Okay. So it is just like, the air is carrying the aroma from one place to another place. Similarly, the soul along with the subtle body goes to another gross body. Understanding. Why is it important to purify our consciousness? Explain with the examples mentioned. Yes. Who wants to say that? Why is it important to purify our consciousness?
Because the consciousness is now contaminated with material desires.
Yeah.
We have to come out from the material desire and purify ourselves to liberate from the birth and death cycle.
Okay. Explain with examples mentioned. What is example mentioned here in this para, this passage for discussion today? What is example given? Who remembers? We read in this passage. If the air is passing over stool, what will happen?
Yeah, it transfer, Prabhuji, transfer from one body to another body. That means same thing. If we are purified our consciousness, then we will liberated from the birth and death cycle. Otherwise, we will born in a good family with the Krishna previous Krishna consciousness always.
No. Here the question is explain with examples. What is the example given? If the if the air is passing over stool, what will be the effect? It will be a very, very bad odor will be carried. Okay, and if the same air is passing over roses,
good smell is comes with, along with the air.
Yes, right. Similarly, when we have a purified consciousness, it is just like the air is passing over roses. That means it will bring a very good smell, sugandh. Okay, and if it is not purified, then it is not sugandh, it is durgandh. That means we will have a birth in a lower family. That's why it is always better that we develop a pure consciousness so that we get a good chance to take birth in a very good Krishna conscious family from where we can further advance in Krishna. So this is the example given. Aroma is passing through the stool, aroma is passing over the roses. This is the example given in the passage. So what are the benefits of going back to the spiritual world to Krishna? Anyone else?
We exit the cycle of birth and death.
Yes. So we'll be free from the cycle of birth and death. And apart from that, only that?
No, Prabhuji, we will be able to avoid the four miseries of life, birth, death, old age, disease.
Yes, we'll be free. And apart from that, what other benefits? Anyone else? What are the benefits? Not only one. So many benefits are there. What are the benefits of going back to the spiritual world to Krishna? Shyam said, we'll be free from the cycle of birth and death.
Prabhuji, we can enjoy with Krishna over there.
We can enjoy with Krishna, always in a blissful mood. Okay. And then? Anything else? No anxieties, no distress, no problems, no difficulties. Shoka moha bhayapaha. Okay? No shoka, no lamentation, no illusion, no anger. All this will be free from all this because we don't have to come back again to this material world for perpetual suffering. So we are totally in our Swarupa in a blissful condition, Satchidananda stage, eternally knowledgeful and blissful state. What is the very important, why is it very important to associate with the devotees in Krishna consciousness?
Prabhuji, when we our consciousness turns better when we have good company, and it becomes worse when we have bad company. So when we associate with devotees in Krishna consciousness, we also attain Krishna consciousness.
Very good. Yes. So as it is said, we are known by the company we keep. So if we have a good company, Our consciousness, our character, habits, everything will be good. And if we are keeping bad company, our character, our habits, dealing with people, everything will be bad. So when we associate the devotees in Krishna consciousness, we'll also imbibe their good qualities. How does the Krishna consciousness movement easily elevate everyone, even if they are without any previous qualifications? Is it necessary that we should have a pre-qualifications to join the Krishna conscious movement or practice Krishna consciousness? Is it necessary? Anyone and
Not
everyone?
necessary.
No, Prabhuji.
So,
No, Prabhuji.
what is the example given in the passage? Who all can join Krishna conscious movement? Is there any qualification required? Criteria?
No, Prabhuji, anyone can do join Krishna consciousness.
So specifically, in the passage we read, even the lowest kind of dog eaters, chanda, even when they join Krishna consciousness, they can be purified. There is no pre-qualification, no previous qualification required. Right? Anyone and everyone can get elevated in Krishna consciousness, provided we have a desire. So we'll go to the application. Do you enjoy coming regularly for this program? Share the obstacles, if any, that you face in attending the satsang regularly. So you all can share if you have, if you are enjoying or if you have any impediments or obstacles on this path. How do you like this class?
It's very nice, Prabhuji. Very informative. Every time we are learning new things. We want to learn more and more about Krishna. And we have no obstacles in this as for us now.
Very bold. Okay. Who else want to contribute? That this is to share. Everybody should share about what they feel after attending this class.
Prabhuji, attending the class is very blissful, and we are getting Krishna conscious in a correct path, I think. So I'm very happy to attend the class.
Very bold. Very good. Anyone else want to contribute?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, actually very useful to us to learn learn about the Krishna consciousness and increase our spirituality.
Very bold. Yes. Other Prabhujis and Madajis, if they want to share something?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, in this class, I learned many things about Krishna, like about how he was born, how like all the consciousness of Krishna, and I also learned like how to improve our consciousness on Krishna.
Very bold. Very bold. Any more contribution? Okay. So shall we move to the concluding passage?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna consciousness should be distributed to everyone without discrimination. So this we have to underline. Without discrimination. We should not discriminate for giving Krishna consciousness. Everyone is qualified to get Krishna consciousness. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya, give Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna, even to the lowest of men, Chandalas. Okay? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya to give Krishna consciousness to everyone, even to the lowest of men, the lowest of mankind. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, he is an incarnate, he is Krishna himself, who came in the disguise of a devotee. He came as a devotee, but he is Krishna himself. And who is Advaita Acharya? Who is Advaita Acharya?
Lord Vishnu Prabhuji. Lord Vishnu and Shiva's combination.
Okay. Anybody else? Who is Advaita Acharya? Okay, I will explain to you. Have you heard of Panchatattva?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, can you tell me who are those Panchatattwas?
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas Prabhuji.
Okay. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhara Pandit, and Srivas. They are the Panchatattva. Okay. So, they're all, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna himself. Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Lord Balram, and Advaita Acharya is combined incarnation of Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu, and Gadadhara Pandit is incarnation of Radharani, and Srivas Acharya is incarnation of Narada Maharshi, Narada Mani.
Lalita.
Narada. Okay, so this is Panchatattva. Okay, so in that Panchatattva, Advaita Acharya is, a prominent person who is the combined incarnation of Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is requesting Advaita Acharya, please give Krishna Prema, Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna to each and everyone, even to the lowest of men. We should not be stingy, we should not be miserly. We should distribute this. When we get something very nice, don't we share this with our people? Suppose you are getting a crate of very sweet mangoes. What do? Kuvira, you will eat alone?
No, Prabhuji. I'll share it with my brother and parents and stuff.
Yes. So you will distribute, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's what
Yes,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. Distribute this. When you relish this Krishna consciousness, why don't you give this so that they also relish? So this is the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order to all devotees. Krishna Bhakti, devotion to Krishna, is open to everyone, even low-class men like Chandalas. One should follow this order in the discipline succession stemming from Sri Advaita, Nityananda Prabhu, and distribute Krishna consciousness without discrimination throughout the world. We should not discriminate. Oh, I should give this only to so-and-so people. I should not give to so-and-so people. No. To anyone who decides that, who is like-minded, we should distribute. There are different kinds of men, beginning with the Brahmana and going down to the lowest platform known as Chandala. Whatever one's position, everyone in this age of Kali needs to be enlightened in Krishna consciousness. That is the greatest need of the day. Everyone is acutely feeling the pangs of material existence. Everyone is feeling the resultant pinpricks of Kali Yuga, brought about by human societies indulging in illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. Now is the time for the members of International Society for Krishna Consciousness to distribute Krishna Bhakti all over the world and thus follow the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord has ordered everyone to become a guru. Everyone in every town and village should be enlightened by the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna consciousness should be distributed to everyone indiscriminately. In this way, the entire world will be peaceful and happy, and everyone will glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as he decides. The word Chandala actually refers to dog eater, who is considered the lowest of men. Even Chandalas can be enlightened in Krishna consciousness due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's benedictions. Krishna Bhakti is not the monopoly of a certain caste. Everyone is eligible to receive this great benediction given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone should be given a chance to receive it and be happy. Okay, so this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 15.41. Okay, so Any points or any comments from this passage?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. I will stop here. Please put on your videos.